If you don't have enough expiratory time, you can have auto PEEP. You have too much pressure going in the lungs, you can't have auto PEEP. You have too much PEEP, you can have auto PEEP.
Auto PEEP, you have too much expiratory time?
Inverse ratio, yes.
Too much expiratory time?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay.
Intrinsic PEEP is auto PEEP, you're not exhaling the patient fully. Therefore, you're creating some pressure at the end of the breath, causing the PEEP, which is the intrinsic PEEP. You're not dialing in that PEEP, you are causing that PEEP. That's the difference. Intrinsic PEEP, you're not dialing it in. That you are actually causing it because you're doing other things. Okay? All right. Then. So your patient is pretty much in ARDS. You confirm it by
X-ray.
X-ray. Okay. Now you decide to change this patient to pressure. Now, if you want to change this patient over to pressure control, what would you do? You need to know what the mode is, what the PI should be. Alright, if you are changing this particular patient onto pressure control, what will be the PI? This patient, not the paper.
So
PI should be this plus this.
How do you get the PI?
plateau minus
Plateau
PEEP.
minus P.
So would you
What's
do the
your
intrinsic
plateau?
button again?
You don't know.
Plateau.
You do the plateau again. Let's do a plateau check. 23 plateau.
23 minus 5.
And 5 is your peak.
So 18.
18.
Say
Everybody
that
get
again.
this?
No, say that again. I'm sorry. I was trying to hear.
Okay, you are switching this particular patient to pressure control, right?
Right.
If this is a real patient, that's a real patient.
Mhm.
Plateau minus PEEP is the initial PI. Your plateau is 23. How did you get that number up there? By pushing the inspiratory hold. It pops up with the 23. Plateau is 23 and the PEEP is 5. Your PEEP, where is your PEEP?
Right there.
Okay. PEEP is 5. So 23 minus 5 will be your PI
Your initial.
in your shipping. But your paper is a different patient, so it says 28, right? Okay, let's go along with the paper because I don't want to mess up the whole flow of things. Okay. What do you think? Just go along with the paper.
Yeah.
But if I ask you what this particular patient is doing, you would tell me plateau minus PEEP, and you would check the plateau.
And you're going to say, where's the plateau? We'll go there. 20.
Do you want to
Yeah.
see that we know to
Well,
get
how
the
do you get your
inspiratory hold?
plateau? Inspiratory hold.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't do inspiratory hold, you don't get no plateau.
Right.
Then you'll be confused. Okay. So that question might be asked.
Mhm.
How do you do the plateau? All right. The respiratory. Okay, let's go to the vent setup. Now, the vent setup. Now you're going to do the invasive,
Yeah.
and your mode should be still
assist
assist control. And your mandatory type is going to be BC. PC. So turn that to PC, pressure control. And whenever you have pressure control, you want the trigger type pressure trigger. It's already on pressure trigger. And now,
And accept. Continue. Excuse me.
continue. It tells you what to do.
I know.
All right. The
Forgot.
first thing they ask you when you push continue, what rate?
Is the rate. It's
Did we
a
change any rate?
12.
I think we went up to 14 at one point, didn't we?
No, we
Yeah,
are
this
doing
is
the pressure
12.
control settings. So we are still on 12.
Yeah.
So the rate's still on 12.
Mm-hmm.
And why did you change it to pressure control? Okay, it's right here. Okay. 12.
Uh-huh.
And your PI should be what? On the paper is 28. But if this is the
28.
patient, plateau will be 23 and P for
You
5.
minus it and get your answer. But
Yeah.
on this one, particular one, we would want it to be 18.
28.
28, sorry. 28 on base.
Everybody following me?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh.
On this patient.
PI, peak inspiratory pressure is 8, so
It's not letting you go because
based on your peak See, this machine is telling me if I go higher than 23, it's going to go. So you just have to push accept. Then keep moving. Okay, at
Yeah,
this
won't
point,
let go, just.
DI is. Well, why don't we just go along with this one then?
Alright,
So the 23 minus 5 is what? 18. Let's put this on 18. And your TI. What was it before? Do you remember? Were you on IE ratio what?
This one?
Yeah.
alright.
Right before we changed it, we
He's
were
on
on 1
he's
to
on
2 ratio,
4
right?
now.
Hmm?
He's on 1 to 4.
Yeah, 1 to 4 ratio before, right?
Yeah.
So keep the same. So how do you know how 1 to 4 ratio? See that TI? TI, push the TI and look at the bottom.
Keep changing so it goes 1 to 4.
This way. Decrease the TI. Once you decrease the TI, see that bottom bar says 1 to 4. This is very important, guys.
Okay.
You decrease that TI just like I was explaining to you before. In order to keep that IE ratio 1 to 2, what did you have to do to the TI? You had to decrease it.
Are you gonna lock it?
And you can lock it. See this button right here? Lock,
It's a lock.
unlock, unlock. So what you do is you just, actually this is locked already.
Well, if we wanted to learn the way you're trying to teach us to learn, let's leave it unlocked and just keep messing with the TI.
Yeah, I just want to show you. This is how you lock it. See, lock it and unlock it.
And unlock.
Locking I to IE ratio. See that lock button pointing down to 1 to 4?
Yeah.
That means it's locked. When you push this,
It shows the TI up there.
see it's unlocked IE ratio now. See that unlock button pointing down to the IE ratio?
And it changes that to say TI instead, and then when
Yeah.
you lock it, it goes to IE.
Yeah, exactly. So, right there, IE locked.
Okay.
Or you can have just TI locked. Either way, the safest thing to do that you really want the patient to have IE ratio 1 to 4, then you may want to lock the IE ratio 1 to 4. But if you just want the I locked, you can do that too. If you want the E locked, you can do that too. How do you push the E? See that? The last one is TE, expiratory. The middle one is TI.
TI.
All
That
the-
one is
No, the middle one is IE. The first one is TI. First one is TI, second one is IE, the third one is TE.
So you can lock.
And you can
Can you lock all three of them and really
No.
close it up?
doesn't make any sense.
That's what I was just wondering, like, you wouldn't want to lock all three, right?
So these little 3 boxes, one is TI, second one is IE, the third one is TE.
So if you wanted to show the IE up there 1 to 4, lock the middle ones.
Yes, if you want to keep that IE ratio 1 to 4. Yeah. This is probably safe. So what is it now? Is it locked or unlocked?
It's
And is it on what?
it's locked on the TE.
No, it's unlocked on TE. See that unlock button pointing down?
Oh, I see.
Yep, you're right.
Okay. So if you hit the
So it's locked on TE, right? I mean,
No.
unlock it and go back.
Now it's unlocked. TE was unlocked. Now
Unlocked.
TE is unlocked.
Can you unlock them all?
And
or
I to
just
E is
one?
locked.
Right, I to E is locked.
I thought it was TE was locked. Yeah, that's right.
You can just play with it.
I'm saying the TE was locked right there,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yes.
No?
That's locked. Now the I is locked. Now the IE is locked.
Right?
So every time this lock button pointing down to whatever it is, it's just lock, unlock, lock, unlock.
Yeah.
You just have to play with. We are not going to fail you because you didn't lock or unlock. You just have to notice, okay?
Can you turn
Don't-
the locks off completely?
Yeah.
All of them? And now one's locked.
IE is unlocked.
Can you turn them all off? Or is it gonna force you to lock something?
It's going to force you to lock one thing. See, now it's IE is locked.
Okay.
Now your IE is unlocked. Your TI is unlocked. Now your IE. So basically you can only lock your IE ratio. On this
I know,
machine.
but why does it look like it's locked when you push that third TE button?
Mhm.
See how it's showing like the third one's showing unlocked?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. But the
Oh.
middle one is locked and is pointing down to 1 to 4.
So it has to be pointing down to
Yeah.
be locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably safe from this machine's point of view, just do that.
Yeah.
And every time you make a change, we have to go back and unlock that.
Right.
Ridiculous, yes. I couldn't
Is it
figure
all
out.
giving you crazy head right now? Your
Yeah,
head
this
is
is
going.
kinda like-
Don't get frustrated over this thing, because when you start working, when you start messing around, you learn more. Just understand that when you change these IE ratios, there is a lock button and an unlock button.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's all you need to know at this point.
Okay.
Don't get over it and start doing this ventilate 1,000 times, then he's going to fail. As long as you understand the concept, it's okay. Now, what is the next one? So you did the respiratory
did
rate, you did the
sense.
pressure. You already adjusted the IE ratio, which is locked to 1 to 4, and your FiO2 is already 100%.
Your peak is
And
still
your-
5.
Your PEEP is of what?
Is it still 5? Or where are we at?
We still on 5.
Yeah.
And your peak pressure is reading 30.
It's 28.
That's the alarm, actually. So just leave it at 30. That's going to always show up 30.
30.
Yeah,
Okay.
leave it
I
like
remember
that.
that one
And your rise time.
now. Stays 50.
See, this one is rise time. Don't get confused over that. 50. Leave it. This number, leave it. This number, leave it. 30, leave it. 50, leave it. And all the other numbers, you will be changing the rate, you'll be changing the PI, you'll be changing the IE. You will not change P sensitivity because it's going to show up too. 100%, you might change up and down. And you might change the P, but you will not change the P pressure. Are you ready to put this patient on yet? Press accept when you finish, it says. Now the patient is getting ready to go on pressure control. Accept. Boom. Done.
We got grease.
Look at that. That's okay. Nothing to do with that. Okay, look over here. Patient is on assist control now. PCV. Pressure trigger. Look at this. Frequencies there. No tidal volume showing up anywhere except the exhalation. And IE ratio, everything is set, is right there. And what is your tidal volume now?
Is exhale tidal volume?
Uh-huh.
Is 490.
498. What was he before?
I don't remember.
590. He was set at 590. And he was getting 520 because of the high pressure. Now, when you switch him over to pressure control, he's 497. Is it too big of a difference? 520 versus 497. It's not that bad, right?
Oh, I don't know, is it? Wouldn't want it to go any lower.
Uh-huh. But look at the peak expiratory pressure.
24.
Before it was like almost 30. Now it's 24. So we're actually managing the pressure.
Better.
I mean, there's a little difference in the tidal volume, but his peak expiratory
Sure,
pressure
is better.
is good, and that's better. So if I need to increase this guy's tidal volume to 600 or 700, what should I do?
You could increase the pressure. You could
Increase
increase
the
it.
rate.
When I increase the PI, this tidal volume will go up.
Yeah.
When I decrease the PI, this tidal volume will
Go
come down. I showed you before on
Right.
the board.
Now that's how we can increase it with the machine, but if he's getting better, that's gonna go up on its own, correct?
If he's getting better,
Yeah.
the tidal volume, exhale tidal volume will go up with that much pressure because you're more compliant in your lungs. Yeah, right. Alright? Okay, what happened to you, Icky? You did an ABG and again your PCO2 is high and PO2 is low. You need to fix the ventilation and fix the oxygenation. So what would you do? Increase the PI.
We can't on this machine unless it goes
Yeah.
so high on our patient.
So you would increase the PI to 30
Right.
and increase the rate to
Respiratory
14. And
Change.
you change the IE ratio to
Unlock
1
it.
to 1.
1 to 1.
That's my question. Okay, how do you do that?
Do that, and then you just dial it 1 to 1, and then you lock.
So when I change it to 1 to 1, what am I doing to the, let's see, let me show you.
You'd be decreasing TE and increasing TI, right?
What I am going to do to the TI. What am I going to do to the TI? To keep that IE ratio 1 to 4. Decrease it, right?
Keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, you make 1 to 1.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were changing.
See this? Okay. I'm just asking a
Oh,
question.
oh.
If you still wanted that 1 to 4,
Yeah.
you keep it the same.
Lock it.
But if you want a 1 to 1, what would you do?
Trick
Yeah,
question.
change it.
If you still wanted a 1 to 1, what are you going to
You
do?
have to unlock it.
Unlock it, and what would you do? Decrease or increase? Decrease.
No,
No, you have to increase the TI.
You are going to inverse
Increase
ratio,
that
so
I
you
time
want to
and
increase.
Decrease exponential.
Before it was, now you want it, so you want to increase your TI. See the bottom? I'm increasing the TI. This is what I'm talking about, the concept. Okay? Look at the bottom. You're increasing the TI.
Come on, Benny, spin that wheel.
I know, you all been tired of me talking.
No,
where you going?
watching the note.
I didn't say anything.
You're at
Think
1 to
really
1
loud.
about right.
There's a lot of faces right
Almost.
here that are
Now,
speaking home.
Okay, here we go.
there you go.
1 to
Now lock
1.
it.
What do you want me to do
I
to the
want you to
IE?
push the button in the middle. Don't you push the button in the middle? To lock? Yes.
The left
So
one.
right now, I to E ratio of 1 to 1 is locked. You're not actually locking the TI, you are locking what? Your IE. So when I pushed it, it's 1 to 1. Now, the rest, if the doctor comes in and change the respiratory rate 12 to 24, I don't have to worry about my IE ratio anymore because I got it locked at 1 to 1 ratio. This is why they didn't, what they didn't do. They didn't lock it, they left it unlocked. So when they changed the rate, the IE ratio
But
changed.
he had something locked when they changed the rate. He must have had the TI locked or something, right? 'Cause that machine.
Yeah, TI locking, it doesn't matter because the TI has to be going up and down to fix the problem.
I'm talking about your situation
Yeah, yeah.
in the hospital.
Yeah. So there you go.
Keep good to 10, you gotta keep it 10.
So you increase the P for 10.
You already got 100. You didn't change your rate, did you? Your rate was 14. You failed, didn't you?
And,
Before you hit it, you should go back and change your alarms now, right?
yeah, you have, after you finish, look at that beep actually with the next breath. Where is-
Well, it's supposed to be like that.
Okay, see that?
Yeah.
The bottom, it starts off at 10 now. Before it was starting off at 5.
Because you got your peak.
See that?
Yep.
Like 1 to 1.
So what do you think the mean airway pressure will go up or down when you
The what?
yeah. Look at that mean airway pressure, 18. So whenever you
What's
increase the beat, what will happen to your mean airway pressure? It also goes up. Whenever you increase your PI, what will happen to your mean airway pressure? It will also go up. So anytime you're switching a patient over from volume control to pressure control, you're basically increasing their mean airway pressure. Okay? This is what the doctors don't like. But at the same time,